You don't get out my sight. Do I make myself clear?
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Cheeseman Corner. Today is gonna be a great, juicy day. Okay? I am extremely excited to watch this tell-all. I'm seeing it right now as we're speaking. So yeah, I just took a shower. I am ready to go, and the first people that arrived to the house is Thais and Patrick.
They go after you, we're gonna have some problems.
Yes, that's right. So they arrived to the house. The house looks beautiful. It's a beautiful home. And I noticed that at the table where they're gonna eat, they put the flags of each person. So that's pretty nice. The next couple we get is Jasmine and Gino. And Jasmine right off the bat says that...
So anyway, is there anyone that you're looking forward to meeting at this house?
No.
However, she looks pissed from the moment that they're driving down to the house. She's already mad. So I can only imagine what happened so that she would be upset. She also says that she hates Ed, and don't we all hate Ed?
If Gino buys me a house like this, I can guarantee you that all our marriage problems will be solved.
It's like, you know, everything, the erectile dysfunction, her talking to her ex, Gino being possessive, all of those problems are gonna be gone, you know, in the blink of an eye. I couldn't help but notice all the alcohol at the kitchen. Jasmine is also wearing her sash. Yeah, I don't understand why. I think it's incredibly ridiculous, but it's something that Jasmine likes to do where, you know.
Jasmine reminded me of like when I was in Little League and I would get a trophy, I'd like bring it into school the next day for the baseball team.
She wants to show people that she won something, and I don't know, maybe to hide the real issues within her. Emily and Kobe are on their way to the house. However, we are not gonna focus on them right now because back in the house, Jasmine is telling Gino that, you know, this room that she found, she loves it, but he needs to go and find himself his own room.
Gino and you aren't staying together?
And then Gino tells us that they have not been sleeping in the same rooms back at home. And then we turn to this ugly purple couch, and Patrick and Thais are like, well, maybe you can sleep there. And it looks so uncomfortable. I cannot imagine sleeping there. Now we get to find out what's going on. According to Jasmine, if they don't have sex, Gino cannot sleep in the same bed with her.
I gotta talk to Gino. Like, honestly, like, it sounds like Jasmine just wants to get banged. Why isn't he banging her out?
Now, if it was someone else, you know, a woman, we would be saying that you can't force her to sleep with Gino, right? That you can't give her an ultimatum when it comes to sex because it's not okay. But because it's Gino, we're going to say that he has to have sex with Jasmine. Like, we already know that the main reason why they don't have sex is because the way that Jasmine speaks to Gino. There's a correlation between how Jasmine treats Gino and why Gino doesn't want to have sex with her. And I'm pretty sure if my husband were to talk to me the way that Jasmine talks to Gino, I wouldn't want to have sex with him either.
I hope that Gino and I could get to that point, you know, in which...
I hope so too, you know.
You gotta have a high sex drive, Gino.
Gino's sex drive is going to be an issue throughout this entire tell-all, or at least during the first episodes, because anytime that they get the chance to talk about it, they talk about it. Now, we get Ashley, Manuel, Kobe, and Emily arriving at the house at the same time. They all get there, they say hi to each other, they have small talk.
You want a massage?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I thought that moment was extremely special because Jasmine already knows what it feels like to be pregnant, and she knows that probably Emily is suffering. And in the moment that she puts her legs up and you can see her veins popping because of how swollen her legs are, is definitely like, whoa. Kobe was telling Emily to stay home so she wouldn't have to do much work. But
you have to like milk a pregnancy.
I would much rather want to go to this house while pregnant and just watch all the drama unfold than to be home with all the kids by myself while pregnant. Now we go over to the guys, and Patrick is like, hey Kobe, how do you do it so that Emily has so many children with you? And he's just like, that's how Emily is. because Patrick wants to have more children, but Thais is a little bit more hesitant about it. And then when they ask Gino how his sex life is going, again, bringing up the sex thing, he tells them, we haven't done it, we have not been intimate, We're not even sleeping in the same bed.
I've never been in a relationship like when a woman wants to have sex, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Well, maybe because you haven't been in an abusive relationship like the one that Gino and Jasmine are in. Just a guess. She looks stunning, okay? When you get rid of the dead weight that you had with you this whole time, it does an act on you.
When you see him again, how you're gonna feel?
I don't know. It's been like 6 months since I've seen him.
And you can already see some alliances forming. Okay, we got Liz, Jasmine, and Thais. And then they go over to talk to the boys, and Patrick is like,
I thought you were gonna be here with Ed.
why, Patrick? Why? Why will you think that she's gonna be here with Ed? Well, actually, there's many reasons why.
No more though. Final breakup.
Sure?
Yeah. Make that a double.
But it's so nice to finally see her not be there with him. Liz also says that she would love to hear from Michael and see how he feels about being here in the States, but she's worried that he is never going to get a chance to speak because he's with Angela. And of course, the devil arrives wearing black because his soul is as black as all the clothes that he's wearing with him. So Ed makes his rounds around the table, saying hi to everyone, you know, goes up to Liz.
That's awkward. Yay.
So long, gay boys!
Liz is a better person than I am because honestly, I don't think I would have even talked to him. That's just me. I'm petty. I don't continue conversations with people that don't deserve my time, and he doesn't deserve my time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
grew up?
No.
Yeah.
There were two people that were having a bad reaction to what was occurring in this moment, and that was Jasmine and Emily. They were just like, I don't know, taken back. And I think I would have done the same thing because I don't even think there's a reason why you should be hugging this man or even talking to him or cleaning his tears. Stand up for yourself, Liz.
I don't like hugging.
Okay, all right, good. I don't either. All right.
Yes.
She gave me a hug.
That's what you get. That's what you get, Ed. When Ed went up to Liz and hugged her, he started crying. His usual crocodile tears because he knows he fucked up. Then the girls go over to the bar. Ashley and Emily are trying to get the tea out of Liz. You know, why was he crying? Can you tell us why he was crying? And of course, Ed out of nowhere just comes and puts his nose where it doesn't belong. And he's just like, I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot. Those shots were non-shots. Those were like double shots. Ashley's trying to get everyone fucked up here.
All about me.
Okay, wait, how are you doing?
Let me just be the diva.
And this is true and has always been true. Ed always wants to be the center of attention. He's showing crocodile tears a second, but he hasn't even asked Liz how she's doing or if she's okay or if she needs anything. And not that she's going to tell him, yes, I need something, or, you know, I'm not doing great.
I'm here to support you. I want you to know that. I want the world to see a different Ed.
If I didn't know that Liz was already with someone else and that, you know, she's bringing the man over to the tell-all, I would be thinking that Liz and Ed are gonna have a fling or something, or they're gonna get back together.
Crocodile tears, or he's been genuine.
He might be really sensitive too.
Or he might just be trying to get laid.
And the only one that I believe is the crocodile tears and the maybe he's trying to get laid, because other than that, he's not doing it. And it's just annoying to have to watch this man that did nothing to really keep a relationship with Liz and do things right. Now come over here, cry, and hope that all of us and the people there are going to feel bad for him. So Lauren and Alexia arrive, and honestly, no one really cared for them. I'm sorry, but no one really did, because once they arrive, everyone's like, so where's Rob and Sophie? Where are they? Are they still together? Do you guys know if they're still together? Are they still together for Coco?
I'm sure people will be surprised that you and I are arriving here together.
And of course, these two could not stay away from each other. Of course they couldn't, because they are so toxic that they're willing to stay together. Are you even happy to be here? Because in the car you look miserable. Why are you here? No, why are you here with him?
Can you go in first?
What's the worst that could happen?
Nothing, I'm just anxious. I have anxiety.
Because production told her to do that to trip everyone out that they are not together. Of course, the moment that Rob gets there, everyone's like, where's Sophie? Are you guys together? Are you guys together? You guys break up? Where is he? Is she coming here? Like, Rob is like, okay, chill, everyone. Like, she's gonna come right now. Like, don't worry about it. She'll be here in a second. And then we cut to Sophie.
We don't have a label on like whether we're trying again or we're just friends. We're just...
Situationship. As they start asking them why they're not together, or if they are together, or what's going on, Kobe says this.
What's the problem? Is he still cheating on you? That was like the foundation of your problems.
I love it. I love it because he is right. The cheating was the foundation of their relationship. That's how things started, with Rob cheating on Sophie. They told us that they are not having sex.
Him for the first 6 months?
It was me for one night.
No, it was him
One
for 6
time.
months.
So Rob rejected Sophie once, and then Sophie has been rejecting him since then. It probably has to do something with the trust issues. She doesn't believe him. She doesn't trust him. All this extra stuff. And it's just going back and forth on the same thing that I just don't understand why they're together. I don't even understand what this is. You guys are in a situationship when you guys are married.
We've been waiting for Angela here.
Are they coming here or what?
Yeah, we need to know.
Not coming tomorrow or what?
I think it should be a freaking requirement to show up to the tell-all. Just saying. It has to be in your contract that you have to show up to the tell-all unless something disastrous happens. Everyone is concerned because they're trying to figure out what the best way to deal with her is.
She has a big heart. You gotta choose your battles.
Whatever you say, because of course, an abuser like you would stand up for an abuser like Angela.
I don't think she wants anybody to meet Michael.
Angela has had years to tell us how Michael's scamming her, how he's doing all this shady stuff, but we have not really heard Michael's side of the story because every single time he speaks through the phone, she cuts him off. And maybe we'll actually be able to hear what he has to say about all of this.
Everything has to be about Angela, Angela, and Angela.
I want all of these people to keep the same energy you guys have right now when Angela actually arrives. Because I know damn well that many of you are going to bow down to Angela and not say anything. And the person that I want the most to say something is Jasmine. Because you have spent this entire episode, a majority of the time, talking about how you want to talk to Angela, how you don't care about Angela, how you don't like Angela, how you care about Michael. And I want to see that energy when Angela arrives. So show it. The same energy that you give Gino, give it to Angela.
Jasmine and I, we got in an argument this morning.
And we started yelling at each other.
She didn't feel comfortable getting dressed in front of Gino. So she started getting upset. Now, Gino says that Jasmine was yelling at him, that she was taking clothes out of the suitcase and that she was throwing it at him and just yelling off the top of her lungs.
Try not to compare myself and our relationship to other people here, but yeah, we're just better.
Sorry, but it's true. You guys' relationship is disgusting, it's horrible, it's based off porn, it's based off insults, it's based off lies and promises that have been broken over and over again. Now Jasmine starts to become emotional and she's just like,
Para yo poder cambiarme, porque desde la mañana me está sacando de quicio.
and I am upset at the fact that like they said it was 24/7 recording. Where is that recording? Because that is very important. Like that we can see if it's true that Gino was being an asshole or if Jasmine was just yelling at him or who was lying.
After you can get dressed, it's my room. You want to share a room with me?
So everyone's wondering, where's Michael? Where's Angela? Are they coming? Are they not?
Oh, that's Micah.
Whoa! Yay! It is so exciting to see Michael in the US, but especially seeing him at the tell-all with all the people there because it's real. he's here. Everyone starts asking Michael, why didn't you guys make it last night? What happened? And Michael's like, it was a misunderstanding. We had a fight, but he says it's personal, so he doesn't want to talk about it. But don't worry, because Angela's probably gonna spill the beans later on.
This is the first time I finally got Michael to the United States. We're on the tell-all together.
So Angela finally arrives looking pissed as F, and she's telling us that, they got in a huge argument last night, that there's a lot of things that have come out about Michael that she had no idea about since he arrived to the United States.
I don't want to go for him to get behind my back and be, oh, he's such a great guy and Angela's a crazy bitch. No.
Of course, these two are going to enable each other because they have shitty behavior and they're just two peas in a pod.
And I'm sick of it, man. I just wish I never brought him here.
Ed is like, he should be grateful he's here. He should be thankful he's here. Again, white savior mentality. Not like he went through 7 years of physical, verbal, and emotional abuse. He deserves to be here.
To do this. I like to just hold it and not tell people. Yeah. When...
You never hold things back. You're always talking about all the problems that you have and all the things that Michael does to you, but you never talk about the things that you do to Michael. You never talk about the times that you beat him, the times that you yell at him, the times that you abuse him mentally and emotionally. And of course, is doing this because he knows he has to put up a good face with Angela, because the only person that's going to protect Ed is gonna be someone like him. And even Angela admits that she was the one that decided that they weren't gonna go to the house because she didn't want Michael to mingle with the other boys and talk to them about all the things that are happening.
You don't get out my sight. Do I make myself clear?
And she's already acting like a total bitch. Everyone just sits there and watches because it's just normal, I guess, to speak to your partner that way. These situations make me very uncomfortable because I have witnessed domestic abuse firsthand. I don't ever want to see people go through that, and I don't ever want to witness it or be part of it whatsoever. So seeing that happen, it just upsets me a lot.
You ain't gonna have time to make these people think I'm the bad with no more.
Everyone else starts telling her, like, he hasn't said anything bad about you. He hasn't said anything, like, just chill, relax. And then Rob steps in and he's like, why don't you let him talk so we can hear his side of the story?
We can see who he is. Manual, because I don't have nothing against you.
You are making everyone's business because you are right here at the tell-all where you know that people are gonna confront you, people are gonna ask you questions. This is how it works. When you put your life on TV for everyone to see, you need to expect us to ask you questions about your horrible behavior.
You can't walk in here, yell at Michael, and then get mad at him because he's making you look bad. You're really making yourself look horrible.
And I agree with him on that. I would love to see people confront Angela, but so many of you are afraid to even look in her direction. Now, Angela's like, okay, so why don't you tell them? Well, I interrupted by Angela. Interrupted by Angela over and over again, and she doesn't let him speak.
You knew me for 7 years. You got all these people out there in the goddamn world thinking I'm a bitch, and I'm a good-hearted mother.
Angela, it's been 7 years. If it was true that you weren't the bad person, at this point, we would have already found out. And you're telling us that 7 seasons of you are wrong and that all of us thinking that you're an abuser is not true?
You cheated on me? You goddamn bitch is somewhere in New Jersey. Is that why you're sleeping in the different room?
And everyone's just standing there and watching. Where's all that energy that you guys had a couple, hours ago? Where did it go? Because all of you are just sitting there and witnessing Angela abusing Michael one more time and doing nothing about it. And then when she gets up and leaves because she just can't take it anymore because she hates tell-alls.
Why are they together?
He is using her.
¿Es el esposo o es el hijo?
Everyone starts talking about how shitty she is, but not in front of her. Ashley's like, oh my God, I was scared for you, Rob. So why didn't you step in? Sean arrives and she's asking them, how was your guys' first night? Like, were there any fights? You guys have fun? And now she's like,
we definitely did find out that a lot of these couples are not sleeping together for whatever reason.
And then Sean goes around asking, Jasmine and Gino, no. Rob and Sophie, no.
I don't feel so alone now.
So then Sean asks Michael how he feels about finally being here in the United States. She also asked him, how does he feel about all the questions that are going to be asked?
I'm ready for it, and I will defend it to the best of my
That's
knowledge.
what he does best. Yeah.
And the first couple we get is Ed and Liz. Give it up for them. Yay. One of the only questions that I want to touch on right now is when she asked him, you know, how are you doing? Are you dating? How's the bachelor life going? And he tells us that he has become a good Christian man, that he goes to church every Sunday. You know, he doesn't see dating in his life right now.
For someone who says that I'm not dating, I'm not looking, you were on a dating app within 1 month of me leaving.
Oh, so look at that. You're lying again, like you usually do. What a surprise. And here's where they play the clip where he calls off the wedding over pasta. Now, Liz says that it wasn't just about the fact that the pasta was too spicy. It was also the fact that the pasta wasn't vegan. So it was a buildup because her daughter is vegan, and this is something that Ed knew already. But the moment that she says that, it is like...
That's a joke. What you just said was a total lie.
What am I leaving out?
Ed says that Riley saw the pasta, realized that it was spicy, told Liz, and Liz was like, those are jalapenos.
Liz didn't lose her temper. She came unwound.
The pasta is not important. What's important here is that Ed says that Liz tends to have these moments where she'll just get upset and she'll start screaming at him. She'll start having a temper tantrum. Liz says that that is not the case. Now, I do believe that Liz does have a temper. However, the problem right here was that Ed had already known that Riley was vegan, that Riley doesn't eat spicy food. So if there weren't any options for her, well, you know that that's what she needs. Whose fault is that? He could have prevented that reaction by actually acting like the parent he so says he is. The entire time that he's talking about this, when he had previously said that he was gonna take accountability, that it takes two people to do this, at the same time, at no moment during this, he takes any accountability for what he did. For the fact that he called off the wedding without telling Liz, for the fact that he didn't make any vegan or non-spicy dishes for Riley, and the only time he tries to do it is when Ashley calls him out for it.
I hid her temper for 6 months.
And if you're saying that you hid her temper for 6 months, but then you're saying that all the times that you guys have broken up in the past have been because of her temper, how does that make sense? Because you guys have been together for longer than just 6 months. Do you guys remember how when they tried to meet up, Ed wanted to meet up at a bar and Liz was like, no, like that is not appropriate. She was telling us that it was because of her daughter. It actually turns out that
another girl was hugging him when I walked in one night.
She didn't even know who it was. He didn't even apologize. He didn't say anything.
And then him telling me, oh, you're crazy. We weren't doing nothing.
Deflecting from the situation again.
There are 3 women hanging all over me. I did not even realize it.
How do you not realize that there's 3 women hanging all around you and that there's one of them hugging you? How?
Who was the woman that had her arm around you?
I have no idea.
You allow someone to hang all around you, to hug you, but you don't know who they are? Bullshit.
Ed's not capable. He couldn't pay another woman enough money to touch him.
The mean girl in me wants to say, nice job, Liz. But rehabilitated Karen wants to say that that was a fucked up comment. Now we take a look back at that moment where Ed had a very heated conversation with Liz's mom. Well, they also play an extra clip where in this clip, Ed tells Liz that she can go back to San Diego with her shitty friends to work as a bartender for the rest of her life. And what does Liz have to say about that?
And be a bartender for the rest of your life.
He's got a small penis.
And it goes kind of to show that, you know, when Liz gets upset, she goes low. She tries to hit him where it hurts the most.
Oh, Okay.
Honestly, the reactions were what killed it for me. You can see that it is breaking down like from the inside. He has tears in his eyes. Like, I think this hurts him more than knowing that he let Liz down.
Please welcome Liz's mom.
I still want to kill him.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's gonna go great, guys. Let's be positive, right? Sean asked Liz's mom, does your daughter actually have a bad temper? And she's like, yeah, she does. The thing is that her temper is triggered by how Ed acts.
He treats her like crap, like she's a doormat, like she's his punching bag.
Ed says, can we go back to what you said to me the first time I met you?
You did tell me she had a really bad temper.
No.
And I wish you the best of luck.
She's like, no, I did not say that. And you better not be putting words in my mouth that I never said.
We said this.
I did not say that.
You absolutely
I said
did.
She just got out of a really bad relationship.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but after seeing Liz's mom reaction, I do believe a little bit that Liz does have a bad temper, because you don't fall too far from the tree, okay? Like I am very like my mom. Like, we are very alike. And I can only imagine that Liz and her mom kind of have the same temper, because the way that she's reacting to this, like, I understand that she's upset, but at the same time, like, you have to keep in mind that all of the things that you're saying right here are being recorded for everyone to see. Like, you literally walked in here saying that you still want to kill Ed. Like, do you really think that was a necessary comment?
You think it's okay for a woman to tell a man, which is not true, that you have a small penis?
Definitely.
Ed is trying to draw a comparison that her saying that he has a small penis is equivalent to how he treats women and how he talks to women. But yeah, telling someone that they have a small penis is hurtful, okay? It's hurtful. And the worst part is that Ed can't do anything about it. And what he can do is change the way that he talks to people, the way that he talks to women specifically. And not all women, because he wouldn't dare to talk to Angela like that. He only talks to the woman that he knows he can put down, like Liz.
I feel like deep down, I just know she still loves him.
That's what I was thinking.
You guys are crazy to think that Liz still loves Ed. Like, of course, seeing someone that you spent so much time with and that you fell in love with is gonna do something to your heart. And even Liz says it right after, that it's not that she has feelings for him, it's the fact that she loved him. It's the fact that she cared for this man.
And I want her to be happy.
I just think it just takes the right person to, like, lift you up.
Oh, it does, Liz? It takes someone special? Who's that special? Who's that special someone? Tell us.
Why are you crying? What are you saying? What's wrong?
Because he just never tears me down.
Even today, she was going to come to get closure with what happened with her and Ed, and he was okay with that. And now we're gonna meet him. Bye.
Starting today, you will never disrespect her again. Otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with me.
Good job, good job. I mean, we already knew that she was with him. I mean, we have seen him. We have, you know, all the like rumors of them being together are true. So it's nice to see them together. So then they asked Liz's mom how she feels about Jason.
Oh my God, it's instant night and day. He is so refreshing.
And then when they asked Jason if Liz has a temper, he says, you know, we have had fights, probably one or two, but it's never been to the point where Ed says that like her temper is insane. And then Ed is like,
Don't sweep things under the rug. You better deal with the issues or you'll be sitting here just like I am.
shut up. You know how Liz at a point right here in this conversation was just like, Ed is gonna have a special place in my heart. I loved him and he was very special to me. And she was trying to be nice to you. Everyone had already told you that you take zero accountability. You continue to show that you cannot take accountability for your actions. If his relationship is different with Liz, it's because they have worked to make it different.
But Jason, listen to me, man to man.
I don't know about man to man, but go ahead, talk. Go ahead.
Oh, oh shit. I gotta say that was good. It's none of your freaking business at this point anymore. And like, yeah, you can give him some tips here and there, but what is your opinion going to do if their relationship is different? Everyone has issues.
Forget about it, move on. She found someone else.
Even Michael steps in. We haven't heard Michael talk this entire time. So now Sean is asking Jason, how is he different from Ed? And Jason is gonna go low again.
Physically or which?
Jason does say that one of the main reasons why he's so different from Ed is that because he has so much love to give to Liz and that he's seen what her being depressed is like, and he doesn't want her to experience that again. So that's how he's different. He didn't elaborate more on that, and I would have loved to hear more of that aspect.
I just want to see her happy and no more crying, no more.
Because yes, we can focus on the physical things that are different from them, but what makes you different, like internally from Ed? What characteristics of your personality make you a different man than Ed? And then Sean decides to ask if Jason has a bigger penis than Ed does. And Liz is like, I don't want to answer the question. I don't want to answer the question. And then she says this.
I've never faked it once. Oh, it's nice.
Everyone's just mopping the floor with him. This poor man, like I actually did feel bad for him in this episode. So beautiful and sad at the same time. Now we're moving over to Gino and Jasmine. They ask Gino and Jasmine how the relationship is going.
I still love Gino. I'm not quite sure about he is still loving me.
Yes, I do.
But then Jasmine starts telling us that Gino is controlling her every single move, where she goes, what she eats, when she goes work out, what she doesn't do, what she does do. And Gino the entire time is just nodding his head. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Gino says that what he tells her is, let's try not to drive during the rush hour so we don't have to deal with traffic.
Jasmine, you don't have a driver's license here yet, or?
I'm nobody in this country.
She can get a driver's license even without a green card. You're still allowed to get a driver's license in certain states, so you can still drive. She then later on tells us that she is getting a driver's license, that she took the test and she passed.
I was begging Gino to please, I need a driver's license.
No, you never.
I do believe that, because we did see that one time when she went to the gym and then they went to get smoothies right after, and Gino cut her gym time short because he wanted to go get a smoothie. So it was convenient when he needed to do something, but it was an inconvenience when Jasmine needed to do something. So I do believe that.
I did all the research, and I even set up an appointment one time with you.
But Jasmine says that he did not help her, that she actually had a friend take her to take the test because Gino didn't do it. And he's just like, you know, the same credit that she's giving me right now for the test is the same credit that she gives me on a daily for everything that I've done for her, including the paperwork. Now, when they touch back on the paperwork,
I did file for her permanent residency.
Gino stands on saying that he's not gonna continue it if their relationship is falling apart, which again, I said this before and I would say it again. He married her, he brought her to the United States, and all of a sudden, because things seem to not be working the way that you wanted them to work, now all of a sudden you're gonna backtrack on the fact that you were trying to fix her status. That is bullshit.
You can't hold it over their head. Either you're gonna go through with it or you're not.
They're gonna bring in Dana and the other guy, I don't remember his name, but Dana and her husband, so they can attest to Gino's behavior.
I know Jasmine is, you know, she does communicate well.
And Gino's like, well, I don't agree with that. Now, I think that Jasmine is a good communicator to Dana and Michelle, but she's not a good communicator to Gino. And maybe she is at times, but when you have your family attest to the fact that you don't really like to listen to other people's opinions and that your way is the right way, I think we can start seeing that Jasmine was right about Gino's controlling behavior and how he likes things to go his way and his way only. And then when they ask his cousins if they agree that Gino is controlling,
he doesn't really offer to do much for her, I think, sometimes.
I mean, it is showing, guys, that Gino can be controlling and is controlling towards Jasmine. And then that there is moments where Gino will do something for Jasmine and then rub it in her face later and tell her, you know, I did this for you, I did that for you.
So,
Gino, didn't you tell me that it's too much work to drive her to the gym?
No,
because she can no longer count on Gino to do those things for her.
How far is the gym from your house?
10 minutes.
He just doesn't want to do it, which is the reality of it because he doesn't have a job. So what is he doing? According to him, he says that he's still filling out the paperwork. And now we move on to another topic, their sex life and how it's been lacking.
It's gonna be 8 months.
No, it hasn't
not
been
had
8
sex.
months.
Nothing.
8 months, no.
Wow.
Maybe 4 or 5.
Everyone continues to pressure Gino into having sex with Jasmine and just forgetting about their entire past and how everything has played out.
And
hey, Gino, have you ever heard of makeup sex?
Oh, I don't do that.
I agree with Gino, you know, moving forward and starting all over again. But for that to happen, Jasmine also needs to forgive everything and move forward. And unfortunately, that does not look like it's going to be the case because Gino can say, you know what, I forgive you for all the things, all the horrible things that you have said to me. And then Jasmine goes the next day, you stuck in bed, you're horrible, my ex was better, I wish I'd done it with him.
We are like in a row having a good time, and he knows that I'm gonna ask for it. He triggers me.
So they don't end up having sex. She thinks that's the case. Now, I'm not in their marriage. I can't attest to that. But Gino says that their fights are horrible and that there is no way that he can put that behind.
Bro, just bang your wife. It's wearing me out. No, because I've already tried that in the beginning, okay, and that didn't work.
I personally got very tired this episode of everyone telling Gino to just bang Jasmine. Because if it was Jasmine, the one telling us that Gino is constantly screaming at her, constantly picking fights with her, constantly demeaning her and telling her horrible things, and that's why she doesn't want to have sex with Gino, we wouldn't be telling Jasmine to just have sex with Gino. We will be telling Gino to hold it together and make sure that he puts in the effort so that Jasmine wants to fuck him. But because it's a man and because it's Gino, then we're telling him that he has to move on, that he has to step up and just do it, even if it goes against his own feelings. Like, I don't think that's fair. And I don't agree with all the things that Gino does, and I don't love Gino, but that is not fair.
I have never seen you completely naked, Gino.
There she is, telling everyone that she hasn't seen Gino naked. Like, wouldn't that be something that you keep for you and Gino to figure out instead of bringing it over here for everyone to make fun of him? Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Do you think that, like, I don't know, it just pisses me off. Stupid. Then we get the last question, which is, how often has Jasmine caught Gino watching porn? And she says that more often that she would like.
I have to take precautions when I come back if I don't wanna find something that I don't wanna find.
Before Jasmine, Gino had a sugar baby, but a couple months ago, Gino was actually looking up porn that was related to her. So he was watching her porn, and Jasmine's just like, why would you even watch that? Like, why would you watch her porn out of all the porn in the world?
From all the pornography that you could consume in the world, why would you looking at her?
And I do agree with her on that. Like, what in the world, Gino? Like, that was someone that you used to be intimate with. Your wife is right here. You could watch something else, or I don't know, Gino, figure it out, but stop watching videos of someone that you have had sex with in the past. Like, oh, geez.
Why would you looking at her?
But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. That was such a long episode. I know, it was long. But for the preview, it looks like we are going to continue the conversation between Gino and Jasmine. Angela is going to tell Michael to go back home, and he's going to tell her, then send me back home, bitch.
What? Then send me back home.
As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And one thing that I wanted to bring up is that I don't know if you guys heard, but there's this show called Forbidden Love on TLC that explores relationships between people that are from different religions. It is a reality TV show, and I am actually covering it right now. I just covered Elmer and Lindsay. I had a lot of fun covering that couple, and now I'm gonna be covering Ashley and Mohammed, which Mohammed is Muslim and Ashley is a Catholic. So that's gonna be incredibly interesting. There's a lot of power dynamics between this couple, and I would love for you guys to check it out. Video should be up probably by the end of the week. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you and bye. Bye.